Hello guys, how are you all? This is Prashant. So I welcome you all today's topic. So this lecture is going to presented by me. Today we are going to learn Python to SQL connector. So here we are going to learn how to connect Python with SQL. So this is very important to you to make you understand because this is in your syllabus also. So we are going to start. I hope you will enjoy the video. So please watch the video till end. So here we are going to start. Let's understand how to connect the Python to SQL. So what is the purpose to connect between what is the purpose to connect Python to SQL? Actually, whatever the commands, whatever the things you can do in the Python SQL directly, you can go with the help of Python. So let's understand how to do that. Now the question appears, why we need to connect the Python with the SQL? Whatever you can do in the SQL, similarly you can do with the help of a Python. So only you have to understand, only you have to learn the commands of SQL and you can go with the help of Python. Okay. So here we are going to start. Let's understand what is the concept, how we'll do that. So first of all, you have to install a Python SQL connector online. Make it sure your system should be connected with your network, internet facility should be in your computer system. Then you have to install a Python connector. Okay, it is not available directly. You can go with the help of a command. You can see this command. So make it sure, switch on your computer internet, type this Python command in your Python connector, pip install mysql.connector dash python. Okay, so you can see in this screen, pip install mysql.connector dash python. So if you are going to execute this command, it is going to install the packages of MySQL in your computer system, and like this command will appear. Actually I have installed it already, so it is showing already installed. If it is not installing your if it is not installed in your computer system, that it will show the processing of installation, and it will ask you that it will ask your permission. That time you have to press Y for the confirmation, means Y is for yes. So after that it will show you the successful installation message will come to you. So as like you can see, installing collected packages mysql.python, like that it will appear on your computer system. I hope you are understanding the things. So next, what we have, how to connect. So this is the first basic thing that you have to understand to make the connection between Python and your SQL. So let's understand. As I told you, we have an inbuilt library. Inbuilt library means we have a library in Python. So to import this connector, you have to write down import mysql.connector. This is the one complete sentence, mysql.connector. Okay, this is the one complete module which you have to bring inside your inside your programming. So after the bringing this, you can write down directly mydb. Mydb is what? It is your file handler, file object. If you have not watched my previous video regarding the Python library, so you must watch that, then you can understand it clearly. So it is the file handler, means you can write down anything, A, B, C, D, whatever you can write down, as I wrote here mydb. Okay, my database equals to mysql.connector.connect. I used mysql.connector.connect. Connect is a function which allows me to connect the computer system. You can write down this thing in one line, but to make you sure for your understanding, I am writing in the different lines. So what you have to do, you have to write down equal host equals to localhost. So here the question arises, what is the localhost? Localhost is your Python by default. When you are installing the SQL, by default it is given name the localhost. Okay, and the user, when you installed your SQL, that time something is usually asked, that time it is also by default root. Okay, now we have the password spelling should be correct, PASSWD. Okay, it should not be word, it is password. Okay, so make it sure that you have to write down like this, and your SQL password. Generally, with you are logging in on the computer system, that password you have to enter. Okay, so it is your password. After that, close the bracket, and this line is going to show you whether your connection is established properly in your computer system or not. So this line is for the to print the message between the connector, between the connection between Python and SQL. Okay, so let's understand with the help of example. So when you are going to execute this command, here you can see mydb mysql.connect, host localhost, username root, and everything is separated by comma. Make it sure password equals to my name because I am using my computer system, so MySQL have my own name as a password. So mysql.connector.connection, this is the line which is printed by this message. Okay, so it is showing it is object is successfully connected. If this message is coming, this address can be vary. Okay, don't worry about this, but it will show you this message only to make it sure to connection between the Python and the SQL. Now the next we have, now to create a database in SQL, we are going to create a database. So make it sure here the little bit thing is different. Earlier we have printed a message here. Rest the things are similar for you. My cursor equals to mydb.cursor. My cursor is what here? This is also an object. You can write down A, B, C, anything else. But this cursor is very important. I think you have the example. Whenever you started MySQL, the cursor is appearing, and with this cursor you are doing all the things. So similarly, what we have to do, we have to create our own cursor. We have to create our own cursor so that we can write down the commands, we can write down the queries in SQL prompt. So like that we have to do. After that, this mycursor.execute. Execute is a function which allows you to make your database. So what is this? My cursor equals to my db dot cursor. So my cursor, now my cursor is executing this command. Means your cursor is appearing here. This cursor allows you to create a database. Okay, this is the command which I use. When you will execute this command, when you will execute this program, that time it will show you a result. Okay, and after that, the similar way you can create a table also. After this, I am going to show you all the things with the help of a practical. Since I am assuming that you all are familiar with the commands of SQL, that's why I am explaining all the things directly. So if you have not watched the previous video of MySQL, so you can find out a playlist in MySQL on my channel as a MySQL. You can access that and you can learn the things. So create table my data, name and varchar 30, address varchar 100. So I am creating a table with two columns. One is name, another one is address. So I think this is clear to everyone. So I am going to start with the help of a practical. Let's understand this. Okay, before go to the practical, make it sure many people were thinking that what is the localhost and what is the root. When you install this MySQL, the SQL connection, it shows local instance 3306, user is root, and your localhost is 3306. So this is this one means connection between your local computer system it is showing, and you are the user is the root. So by default it is already there. So how you will get it? Whenever you install the MySQL, so you can start directly. Actually I am using the Mac, so this is MySQL workbench. Okay, so like that I have to click here and this will appear, this will show me this type of window. So I hope that this is clear to everyone. Okay, so as you can see, this is my spider window. So I'm going to execute this command. So I'm going to execute, you can see this one, pip installing connector dash python. So I'm executing this command. So it is going to install. It will take a few minutes to install. As I have already installed, it will show successfully, but if you have not installed, it will show a little bit processing, then it is going to install. So collecting the MySQL Python, just now you can see the processing is going on. After that it is going to show you the processing, means installing processing in your computer system if it is not installed. As you can see, successfully installed MySQL connector.python. So means I have the packages. Okay, so now what you have to do, I am going to show you my database also, and I am going to show you the Python programming also. So I am using my terminal. So here you can see I am going to show you show databases. Okay, show databases. You can see these many databases I have. So I am going to create the connection between SQL and Python. So whatever the changes I will do in the Python, that will be appear, that is going to be appear on this database also. So I will use the both the things, so make it show. Okay, so I am going to execute this command. This is the main thing. Import MySQL dot connector. This is the module, and MyDB is the file handler. MySQL dot connector dot connect. It is the function. Connect is the function which provides the connection between SQL and Python. So here host name is localhost. I think I already cleared to you. User is the root by default, and password is your password. As you can see, it is my name. I'm using my DB, that's why. And this is for to printing the message after the connection. So let's understand with this. I'm going to execute this also. So now you can see this is going to execute here. Okay, so as I told you, you can see MySQL.connector. If it is not going to be successful, it will show you the error messages. So this is the successful connection between this. So we have connected the SQL to Python. Okay, Python to SQL. So now let's create a database. So I'm going to execute this. So here you can see only I have made the changes. After this printing MyDB, I'm using my cursor. My cursor equals to MyDB.cursor. My cursor equals to MyDB.cursor. So this cursor function will bring you, it allows you to move your cursor on your Python screen. Okay, it will means it will provide the interface in your Python, this Python only, not on the database. So let's execute this one. So I'm going to create a database. Okay, so my database is already created. Now let me show you with the in the terminal. I'm going to show the show databases. Just now employee information schema MySQL, this many databases were there. So now you can see ABC is also there because my database name is ABC. You can see here ABC, database is ABC. Okay, now I am going to create a table. So you can see in this execute area, I have to write down the command. Rest the things are similar. Make it sure why I'm going to tell you again and again this command. You can go without this command also, but if you are using the Python and SQL connector first time, so that time you have to write down this command always. So that's why I'm using this command regularly, so that it will be clear to you that you have to write down this command. So this is the command that you have to write down. Okay, you can see create a table my data, and in that table you are going to create two columns, varchar and name and the address, and the data types are varchar. So let's execute this command. Okay, now executed successfully. So now I am going to show you that the table is available in my terminal or not. So let's show me the things. I am going to use ABC. Okay, now database changed successfully. Now show tables. Now you can see my data is there, table name my data is there. Okay, I think this is clear to everyone. Now I am going to create a table. Okay, let me explain to you some more things. If you let's suppose you have some more database, in your in SQL. So what you have to do, if you want to access them, you have to change the database here. Now you can see a little bit changes there. When you created a table, that time I forget to tell you, you can see here hostname, user, password, but you have to tell that which database you are going to use. So this is very important. It is mandatory. After the creation of database, you have to tell which database you are using. Okay, so let me explain here some more things. As you can see, ABC is there. So if suppose I am going to use some another database, and I want to see how many tables are there, what is the data inside that. So how will I do that? So let me explain with the help of a terminal. So here, my dear friends, you can see employee, MySQL, school, some different database are there. So I'm going to use employee here. Okay, employee. So I can write down here EMPLO, employee. Okay, I can write down employee here, and my cursor will execute show tables. Whatever the tables are available in this, that is going to printed by the help of this. So for loop I used to represent all the things. So this is the important command which you have to understand, which you have to learn to represent all the things. Okay, all the things related to this database. So now I'm going to execute this. You can see here. So you can see here department, employee, EMPL, salary 4500 is salary, student. These are the tables available in this database employee. Let me show you in the database terminal also. So let's see here. So you can say department, EMPL, employee, salary, same things are there. So I hope this is clear to everyone. So my dear students, I think these things are clear to you. So now I am going to use ABC, and in ABC I want to show you what are the tables available in that. As you know that I have created only one table, my data, so it is going to represent my data only. So let's execute this command. So here you can see it is going to appear, it is going to show you the my data only. So you can see this is my data, only one table is available in this. So I hope these things are clear. So today I am going to wind up the topic here only. So tomorrow we will meet with the new topic, with the new things. Thank you. Have a nice day.